Have you ever had a life experience, or you learned something new, or somebody older and wiser gave you an advice that you're like, wow, I wish I would have had that knowledge years ago? Well, I don't know about you, but it's happened to me several times throughout my life. That's why in this video, we're gonna talk about 5 lessons in life people learn too late. Coming up. If you're new here, my name is Dedeyan. Welcome to my channel, no more place for peak performance, entrepreneurship, and personal growth. So the first lesson is live life without fear. Now this is extremely important because a lot of people get afraid and they get paralyzed and they stop doing the thing because they feel afraid. Now we have to correlate what's the difference between danger and fear. Danger is real. Danger, you could actually get hurt. Fear is, oh my God, I'm starting a new business. I'm not too sure about it. Oh my God, I'm starting a new relationship. I'm not sure where this is gonna go. Maybe I'll get hurt. I'm investing money in this new investment. I'm not sure if I'll lose it. That's fear. But that is actually positive. So the fear is not even necessary there. All that the fear is showing you is that you're expanding, you're growing, you're getting out of your comfort zone. So I personally associate fear as a positive thing at this point because every time that I've done anything big and I've succeeded from, right before there was fear. So what's the point of living with fear? Don't get paralyzed by it. Now granted, counterpart, like we mentioned, the danger is actually real. Don't go on a building and be like, you know what, I'm gonna jump off this building. Chris told me I have to be afraid. I'm currently afraid, this is good, let me jump off. No, that's just being stupid. You're gonna get injured, you're gonna get hurt. Now that's what danger is. So you really have to analyze and notice, is this danger, is this fear? And if it's fear, you're like, okay, fear, all that is telling me is that I'm growing out of my comfort zone, so it's not necessary for me to live with that fear within my life. It's only my brain playing tricks on me. And Will Smith actually explains it quite well in his first experience jumping out of an airplane, what fear was and what's that mindset towards, oh my God, how it was scary. And then once he jumped out of the airplane, he was in bliss. So that's what really fear is. It stops you from experiencing bliss. But if you go towards it, then you have that positive experience. So live your life without fear. The second lesson is stop complaining. Listen, it's really easy to complain, be negative, and point fingers to other people. But the honest truth is, if you're so much more positive and you have that approach, it's gonna pay off tenfold, so much more than being negative. Now granted, I'm not saying that you're not gonna have emotions such as anger, frustration, whatever the case is. Those are good emotions to have as well. But you're not supposed to stay there consistently. When these things happen, look at, okay, listen, there's a bad situation in front of me. What can I learn from it? Or what can I control? What is the solution? So then the complaint shifts from that negative to the positive. It goes towards a momentum. It goes towards I'm actually doing something. And not only that, if you stop complaining and you're just somebody that becomes more of a positive individual in general, you're gonna attract so much more positivity. More people are gonna love to hang out with you because nobody likes to hang out with negative people that all they do is complain. It's never their fault. It's this person, it's that person, it's the traffic, it's this and that. Nobody likes to hear that. Furthermore, if ever you get into a position that you're complaining because imagine it's warranted, take a step back and look at what do I really have to complain about? You might be like, hey, I have a roof over my head. Hey, I have food in front of me. I'm alive. I have family. Whatever the case is, as you're able to change your perspective, you see that that thing that's in front of you that you're complaining about is really not important throughout your whole existence in life. So stop complaining. If you see there's some value within this video so far, don't hesitate at all to give me a like, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the bell notification to find out when our weekly videos come out. So the third lesson is know your destination. Now this is extremely important because you could go through life just figuring it out and not necessarily knowing what we're going towards, but it's going to be very difficult. Towards if you have a target, you're able to get there so much more easier and better. And the target doesn't even need to be necessarily right. And I'll allude to that in a second. What do I mean by that? So let me give you an analogy over here. If I'm telling you start from this end of the room and go to that end of the room, and you're like, all right, cool, you start walking towards it, and then I put a chair in front of you, what are you gonna do? You're just gonna walk around the chair, but you're still gonna get there. But if I tell you walk, start from somewhere, go somewhere else, you're just gonna walk around in circles, put a chair in front of you, you're like, okay, what's happening? There's no real destination, so you don't know necessarily what to do. So you have to have that destination in mind. Furthermore, I could give you the best, fastest car in the world. Let's say it's a Ferrari. I give you a Ferrari, but I don't put you any destination, no GPS. You're gonna turn around in circles. Yeah, you're gonna turn around very fast, but you're just gonna turn around in circles. Towards I could give you a Prius with the GPS destination on it, and you're gonna get to exactly where you need to get. And then if you need to turn because there's a street that's closed, the GPS is gonna reroute you towards what's the proper destination. Now, what did I mean by the destination doesn't necessarily matter either? Because if you're listening to this and you're quite young and you're like, hey, I don't know what my destination is, I don't know what my life purpose is, that's okay. As long as you have something to work towards and you're going towards it, that's great. And maybe once you get there, you realize, oh, this wasn't it, it's another one. But then you put another destination. At least you're working towards something with your end goal in mind. And as you start working towards these goals, it gets clearer and clearer what your destination or final destination should be. And even throughout the process, maybe you're going towards the destination and realize, oh, wait a minute, this is not the right destination. That's what it is. Boom, you switch it. That's perfectly okay as well. Just have a destination. The fourth lesson is everything is temporary. Now, nothing lasts forever. Now, this might be a bit of a sadistic approach in a sense, but it's the honest truth. Everything comes and goes. You're gonna come and go. Your ideologies are gonna come and go. Your success might come and go, but that's perfectly okay. Understand that maybe you're going through a difficult period right now, but that's gonna pass and positivity is gonna come. And if you're in a great, successful position right now in your life, understand that there's challenges that are going to come up. So it's just having that understanding that nothing's going to stay the same and that everything is temporary. So then you're able to work towards it and move accordingly when you're on your highs and when you're on your lows. And what that helps me, it helps me stay in such an equilibrium position within my life. So when I'm succeeding extremely low, I don't let my ego take over and be like, oh my God, I'm the best in the world. No, I know that there's gonna be a dip. And when I'm down, I don't think, oh my God, I'm the crumb in the world, I'm never gonna succeed, so on. I just know that this is temporary. So by having this ideology, you're able to stay equilibrium. Understand that everything is temporary. The fifth lesson is have fun. Once you become an adult, it is really easy to lose that little kid within us, that having fun within us, because things get serious. You probably get a mortgage, you have a car payment, you're in relationships, there's bosses, there's this and that. So there's so many things to be serious about. But in fact, if you look at the most successful people, they're people that have the most fun. So be really close to still being that playful self, having fun, laughing at yourself, not taking yourself too serious either. And one great way that kind of the world, nature kind of shows us this is when you look at lions. Baby lions play fight all the time. And the reason why they play fight is because they're learning how to defend themselves when they get older. But the playing is so necessary. So if you cut off the play as an adult, there's so much opportunities that you are pushing away from learning, from success, and just being better. So have fun. I hope you enjoyed this video and you picked out some of the lessons that you might necessarily need to learn right now instead of waiting when you get older. And the question of the day is, what are some of the lessons that you have learned that maybe I did not mention that is worth to talk about? Comment down below. I'd love to see what the community is going to say on that, and then we'll start a great conversation. Furthermore, there's some more videos over here that could interest you. Over here you have my entrepreneurship series. Over here you have my peak performance mindset series. Over here you have my book review series, and you have my profile picture. You guys can click, subscribe, and join the family. I hope you have a blessed and grateful day.